Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel Roseology. So today's video is a little something different that I've never really done before, but I kind of feel like this is something that I wanted to introduce to the channel. Maybe it's like a little bit of a monthly check-in besides just like the monthly predictions or the zodiac like horoscope predictions for the month. I figured maybe we could look into your spiritual assignment for the month. So if you guys like this, and leave a thumbs up or let me know in the comments if this is something that you want me to do like regularly. So these are just brief messages here where we're just checking in to see what your spiritual homework assignment is for the month. And you guys may have heard me talk about this before on my channel, how I said that like I feel like every single month it's like the universe gives me something new to work on, some new challenge or something like that to help me sort of reach my potential. It's like being in a spiritual boot camp every single month. And sometimes my assignment is doing nothing and relaxing and enjoying life, and other times it's all about putting one foot in front of the other. Other times it's about me really pushing myself and exerting myself and really reaching for my potential. So it changes from month to month. And we can also see this in astrology, the way that the planets are positioned. We can see how certain positions and certain charts and certain transits, it sort of conjures up a type of atmosphere or environment, which is really priming the energy or the atmosphere for certain things to manifest in our life over the month when we're dealing with new and full moons and just different astrological transits and placements. So, you can even see it through astrology, how the universe is testing us or pushing us or asking us to learn this or challenging us to do that, or asking us to sit down and be patient and just relax and kick your feet up right now and enjoy yourself. It changes for everyone. And as time moves, as life evolves, these challenges do as well. So, or not challenges, but these assignments do as well. So this is like your spiritual homework in a sense. And yeah, I just figured that maybe we would look into it. So these are brief messages. And yeah, we're just going to jump straight into this. So let's just get to the disclaimer. Now, obviously this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life. If you hear something you don't like and think you're just doomed to that reality, then you're not using my readings correctly, because my readings are for confirmation and not answers. So realize that at the end of the day, this is all up to your free will and what you choose to do with it that will determine your outcomes, not a pick a card reading on YouTube, okay? Be responsible, be accountable, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages that your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. Let me also say I'm not taking personal readings at this time, and I have not in a couple of years, so please do not get scammed by random people posing as readers in the comment section, because it's definitely not me. For those of you that want to participate in this meditation, let me just say, like I always do, this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye, not your physical ones, I'll be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway through that meditation, I'll be placing crystals for my clairvoyants that like to pick piles with objects on them. And after the clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. If you're drawn to another pile, that's because there's another message for you in that pile. So if you're ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet, and work that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self, so you can receive more information about your spiritual homework assignment for the month. Okay, now this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. On pile number 1, we have hematite and quartz. On pile 2 is amber calcite. And on pile 3, aragonite. Hopefully that meditation was enough time for you to pick a pile and tap into your own psychic awareness. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and beautiful spirit for these messages. Now let's see what your spiritual assignment is for the month, and I will meet you over at your pile. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's check out your spiritual assignment for the month, starting off with these oracle cards. Then we'll get to the tarot cards and some additional oracle cards, okay? So let's just get started out by seeing the theme of your spiritual assignment for this month, the month of May, Taurus season leading into Gemini season. Happy birthday to all my Taurus and Gemini people out there. Okay, so we have here trust. And it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So it looks like the theme here for you is, and then we have here health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. It seems like the theme here for you this month is in being able to trust yourself, possibly even trusting in your body with this health card right here. It seems like the theme for your spiritual assignment this month, pile 1, is in trusting yourself, trusting your body, trusting your inner voice, trusting your intuition, trusting the signs as well that you receive in the month of May and Taurus season heading into Gemini season. It's really interesting too, because Taurus is really about getting grounded within the body and within the physical human experience. And I talk about that a lot on my channel, about how important it is that even though we're very spiritual and we may believe in higher powers and whatever, yada, 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 that we are still humans. And it's important not to denounce the human experience. It's important not to try and escape the human experience. And so what I'm finding here for this month, your theme surrounding this month is all about grounding. Because trusting is a form of being grounded, or grounded is a form of trusting. You could see it either which way. But when we're grounded, we really trust and believe in the reality that we are experiencing. And this is the thing that makes life feel more stable, as unpredictable as it is. So this is all about sort of finding that something to kind of hold on to and to feel grounded within as you're experiencing all these different things this month, and as you're moving through different phases, different lessons, different chapters throughout the month. So yeah, that seems to be the theme. Maybe even when it comes to trusting other people and building intimacy with other people as well. Now, when it comes to this health card right here, there is something coming through about not being too worried about your health, But if there is something going on, then, you know, get it checked out or whatever. Like go see a licensed medical practitioner, a licensed medical professional. But to honestly trust in your body and to trust in what is happening, and to not worry before you receive any sort of information, you know, like don't get yourself worked up before there's anything to even worry about, because there could be nothing to worry about. It might just be, you know, it could be like a false alarm or something, but it's really important to stay grounded. It's just all about being grounded for you this month, and not allowing yourself to get worked up by maybe cycling through your brain, or any sort of fears or anxieties or worries that you may have, not allowing that to take on a life of its own and just sort of overwhelm you. All right, so let's get to your tarot cards. So we have here, we've got the Two of Wands in reverse. Oops. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. I decided to use the Angel Tarot for this reading too. And we have here the Nine of Swords, also in reverse. And this is the Angel Hariel, I don't know. Then here's the Angel Jeliel, I think, the Helping God. And then this one is the Comforting God. Oh, that's interesting. With the message that I received, like, don't worry about it. Grounding is supposed to offer you a bit of comfort. And then we have here the Magician, also in reverse, and this is the Generous God. Okay, so we have here the Two of Wands in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. So pile one, this is about listening this month and receiving versus doing. This is passive energy that you are working with or need to work with this month, pile one. And not talking but listening, not doing but resting, not conjuring but attracting, not planning but allowing, which isn't the easiest lesson there is, but there's a lot of feminine energy that is wanting you to utilize it. Let me also say that your divine feminine energy, whether you're male or female, wants to show herself to you or prove herself to you, that you can rely on the divine feminine and not always be in this assertive energy or like this bullish style when it comes to creating what you want or having what you desire. It's not about being the initiator this month, but about being the receiver. So you guys may be the type of people that like feels bad or guilty when you take off from work or when you're not moving. You may struggle with feeling like you're lazy or not doing enough. And that's why this lesson is so apparent this month, because it's about being more in the moment and more present. It's about not allowing your mind to go where it wants, but having it more on a leash, so to say. Because pile one, it doesn't count when you take off from work, so you can like go handle other responsibilities and errands. Because I feel like that's something that your pile would do, would be like, oh, let me take off from work so I can go handle these other responsibilities. This is about like when you take off, for instance, you actually take off, not just from work, but this idea or mindset that resting is bad or negative or frowned upon, like letting that sort of letting that narrative go. Like you don't always have to be doing something in order to be getting somewhere. And you're learning that. I feel like you're really learning that. Let me just get a couple little tarot cards here. Look at that. Look at what flipped over. The Empress. Yep. This is all about you nurturing yourself this month and attracting, you know, like receiving, pulling in, not going out and doing things. You got the Empress, not the Emperor. The Emperor is all about action. The Emperor, the Magician, Chariot, cards like that. That's all about action. This for you is all about attracting. Look at that. Is this two cards? No, one card. Knight of Cups in reverse we also pulled. This is all about you attracting. And this is something that you're not necessarily, underneath the deck here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is what you guys need a break from. You may need a break from working a bit. You've got everything that seems to be on your plate is just like work. Let me take care of this. Let me take care of that. Even when you're not working, you're still at home doing something. You're still at home taking care of someone. You're still helping someone. You're still like extending yourself. So, this just seems to be for you guys. This really seems to be about nurturing yourself, taking a little bit of time off. And you guys really are not used to this, but when you take a little bit of time off, you're going to attract, and you're literally going to draw certain people and things and opportunities towards you. You're going to draw things towards you. That's what this Knight of Cups is talking about. This Knight of Cups is saying that, like, I'm on my way looking for you. I'm trying to find you. I'm trying to come towards you. You're just a little bit uncomfortable with receiving. So some of you guys are a little bit uncomfortable with receiving, and working with your sacral chakra will really help that. We have the Empress here. The Empress is the divine feminine. The divine feminine rests within the sacral chakra, and that's the chakra that's right underneath the belly button and above the root chakra. So yeah, for you guys, this is all about relaxing a little bit and doing a little bit less. Let's see. Let's get some self-care cards here, because let's get some self-care cards here. I just had these cards out anyways because I wanted to pull a self-care card for each pile in this reading. But yeah, I mean, your reading is basically all about a little bit more self-care this month. Slowing down a little bit more, not always initiating and doing, but just kind of resting and receiving. Learning how to gain what you want by receiving. Oh, wait, let me keep shuffling because these are two cards. But we have Burning Bowl Ritual and Energy Work. Interesting. Just in case that resonated or meant something for you, I wanted to show you guys, but I like working with one card at a time. Yeah, there we go. Connect with your womb. Again, divine feminine coming through. Again. That's divine feminine energy coming through again. Connecting with your womb, that is also the source of creativity. Even if you're a guy, this is just simply your divine feminine energy coming through. Again, and everyone has like a spiritual womb in a sense, you know, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter what you are biologically. Everyone has a spiritual womb, you know, and the spiritual womb is the place that holds all of our creativity. It holds our emotions. It holds the experiences that we've gone through in life. It holds on to a lot. It holds on to feelings, ideals, dreams, all these types of things. So again, this is just all about connecting to your celestial womb space. And then we have here family. Family could also help you guys. Spending time with family, but spending time with family in a way where it's like you're enjoying your family. You're not necessarily, oh, we have connect with crystals, but it's like 4 cards that flipped over. But connect with crystals is right here. Underneath the deck, what we have for you is be still. This is what I was telling you guys. You need to be still a little bit. You got to be still a little bit, you guys. This is exactly what I've been telling you your whole reading. You need to be still a little bit. This month of May, your spiritual homework assignment is learning how to be still. And this is something that probably really bothers you guys or irks you guys in a sense, because you're just so maybe not used to it. But this is something that is a really important lesson for you all to learn. It's really important because you don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to keep going to the point where you burn yourself out and you're just feeling exhausted, you're feeling depleted, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling more angry than usual, more exhausted than usual, you know, where you just sort of get to a place where you're just like, I don't have time or energy for anyone. You don't want to get there. Let's get one final message here from your angels. And we have overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiel, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So you guys may have went through something that was clearly difficult. Something was difficult that you guys just went through. Or maybe you're going through it right now and you're overcoming that. And I think that this is why you guys also need to rest as well, because maybe you were spiritually or emotionally put through something recently and you need to recuperate from that instead of, you know, just pushing along and just keeping going. Like you gotta slow down, sit, recharge your batteries, get yourself back to a space where you feel more neutral and not wound up from whatever sort of lesson or challenge that you may be coming off of. Or maybe it was like a spiritual test. Maybe it was something physical that you went through with this health card right here. It could have been a health crisis or a health scare that you went through. You guys need to sort of take some time to come back to yourself, spending time with family, especially if you went through like a health crisis, then that may have just been a wake-up call for you to appreciate the people in your life a little bit more, you know, and for you to open up more of a relationship with them, more of a connecting relationship. And then we have here claircognizance. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. And underneath the deck here, we have gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Like I said, this is all about receiving for you this month, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm loving that. So pile one, this is all that I'm saying for you guys. I told you guys these would be little quick check-ins for the month just to see what your spiritual homework is for the month. But this is all that I'm saying for my pile ones. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile two, welcome to your reading. So we're starting off with these oracle cards right here just to see what the theme of your spiritual assignment is for the month. Like I mentioned in the intro, these will be sort of brief messages just to sort of check in and see, you know, what's going on for the month, what you may be faced with for the month in terms of a spiritual test or initiation. So yeah, we're starting off with these oracle cards just to see the theme. Then we'll get to the tarot cards and a couple of more oracle card pulls I'll be doing on camera. So let's get started. Okay, very first card we have here is doubt. And it says, I release the need to know all the answers. Interesting. So, maybe doubting yourself, doubting someone else, doubting a part of your process that you're in, doubting the progress that you made, doubting where you're going, doubting the direction that you're heading in, doubting your future. Okay. And then went flying. And then we have here adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. That's why you guys are doubting, because you may be going through something challenging right now. And naturally, you know, we'll think to ourselves, underneath the deck here, we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah. You know, naturally, when it comes to us, we're used to retribution as humans, right? This is how we sort of learn. It's almost like dogs. Like when they do something good, you give them a treat. When they do something bad, you tell them bad dog, you know? So it's kind of like that, but that's what we're used to as well. I forget what they call that in psychology, where it's like the carrot or I forget what they call it. But yeah, so that's what we're used to though. You know, when we do something good, when we do a good deed, or when we are doing good in our lives, when we're trying to improve our life, we're used to seeing good results come in from that, because it's like, well, if I'm doing good things, then I should be manifesting good. I should be seeing good surrounding me in my life. And you may have a few doubts because maybe things have gone a little bit haywire. So you could be like, for example, you could be like new to spirituality. I've heard people say this before, where they're like, yeah, I got into spirituality. I bought some tarot cards, or I bought some crystals, and my life went to shit. And it's like, and they look at it as though they blame spirituality, or they blame the tarot cards, or they blame this, or they blame that. And it's like, well, and it's like, that's kind of like when you deal with a storm, right? Or like a hurricane. They say that the edges of the hurricane are the worst parts of the storm. It's where the winds are most violent, the storm is most dangerous. That's sort of what happens when things start to better themselves. You have to imagine that when we are working towards a better life, when we're working towards bringing in more good into our life, that means that our life has to start pivoting or making a U-turn from where it was going. And that U-turn is not always going to look clean, cut, and organized. It's usually going to look a little bit messy. And it's going to be a little discombobulating, because it's like we're turning things around. So in the midst of turning things around, things are not just going to go from bad to great. There's going to be a little area of transition. And it's the transitional parts where we start to question everything, and we're like, well, did I make the right decision when it came to this? Did I do the right action steps when it came to that? Because what I'm seeing right now isn't really reflecting what I thought I should have been doing. And so this is about not getting too caught up right now in doubts and thinking that these challenges are proof that you've done something wrong, because it's not. This is actually proof that you're moving in the right direction. And this is usually how it goes when things are about to get better. It's like, it's like we see a little bit of a tumble, or we see a few things that look like an issue or look like a challenge. But that's because that's what happens when we change things. The essence of change is chaos. So it's natural to see chaos when you are changing your life, right? That's what change needs. Change needs a pivot. I need something to come in and interrupt the direction that I was heading in. You guys may have heard me talk about this before on the channel. And so when it comes to changing our lives, things aren't just going to up and get better. You know, it's like there's processes that we have to undo. There are results that we have to unmake. There are actions that we have to renege on. So it's really important to not look at this and go, oh God, things are getting worse. I've done something wrong. Let those doubts, kind of push those doubts to the side. All right, let's take a look at you guys' tarot cards here. So we have here Mitzriel. This is the Four of Pentacles. And this is the card, God liberating the oppressed. Exactly. And this card here says self-atonement cures mental illness and deliverance from persecution. And then we have here, I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is a card that's the Five of Cups. It says God, King and Ruler, prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. Wow. And then we have the Seven of Swords, and this is Menekel, I guess. God nurturing and maintaining everything, knowledge of good and evil, appeases divine anger, and cures epilepsy. Okay. I decided to use the Angel Tarot deck for this reading. Just felt right. So we've got here the Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Pile 2. It seems like you might not be able to get over something or someone. Some of you feel like you lost the one, or like you lost that one good relationship, that one good partner, that one good opportunity, that one good job, or like the one that got away is never going to come back. And this doesn't have to be a relationship, could be a job that you loved, or a certain amount of money that you were used to making, or a lifestyle that you were used to living. Maybe something changed with your health and you got different limitations now. This is feeling stuck in the past though, either which way. Crying over the present and hating the present because it doesn't mimic the past. And you've tried to make the present look more like the past, but it never turns out quite like you imagined with the Seven of Swords right here. There's an uncomfortable period that you have to go through where you go without having what you have missed so dearly, and where you have to stop trying to replace what you had just for a moment. And this is why this doubt and adversity cards came out for you. This is all about trying to, this is why you're having doubts, because it's like every time I try to recreate what I had, it just doesn't work out that way. I'm just met with challenges, or I'm just met with more disappointment or more unhappiness. And it's like, stop trying to recreate the past. That's what I'm feeling like your spiritual assignment is, where it's just like, instead of trying to recreate the past, let's just instead focus on creating a better present and an even better future. And, this monthly assignment for you is all about progressing you, kind of pushing you along so you're not stuck in the past, because there's a little bit of energy here where it's like you're stuck in the past, you're stuck in these doubts, you're stuck just staring at these challenges like, well, why is this happening if I'm doing everything right? But this is temporary. And super necessary at the same time, because this is draining your peace and is locking you more and more into place every day where you feel like you'll never be happy again. Your spirit is trying to wash itself almost of this tie or connection to the past. And oh my God, you know this song that just popped up in your reading for you? I want you to go and listen to this song if you have not already. I love this song. It's called it's by Taylor Swift. Invisible Strings. That's what it's called, by Taylor Swift. If you have not heard this song already, it's so beautiful. And that's what I feel like is happening here for you. Like you're in this uncomfortable space where you feel like you're suffering and just trying to find any sort of relief. You're trying whatever you can, but nothing soothes you the way that you think recreating the past would soothe you. But it's not about looking back at the past. Every stage of life is beautiful for what it teaches us. And I'm not talking about people's actions, because some people's actions can just be heinous. They can be evil. They can be disturbing. I'm not talking about people's actions. I'm talking about every stage of life that we have gone through. You know, the universe and God have nothing to do with people's actions, but it has everything to do with our plan. And people's actions is just simply people's free will, and it's just their choice. But all the ways that life unfolds around us is beautiful, and we cannot always see the beauty because it hurts. because it's difficult to get used to. It's difficult to adapt to. Those transitions can be scary. They're lonely, they're unpredictable, but where it delivers you in the future is such a beautiful place. You are not there just yet, pile 2. So don't think that you'll never find what you once had again. Let me see if I can see what this is. Don't think that you'll never once find what you had again, because that's not true. You know, cry through it if you need to. Feel what you need to feel. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse for me feels like a little bit of regret. Some of you may be dealing with regret right now. That may be what's so difficult for you. But look, we got the 9 of Cups. See? Oh, wow. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Let me get 2 more. Knight of Swords in reverse. See, your knights are in reverse. This is interesting. Let's get 1 more. And then we have the Queen of Swords also in reverse. Okay, and underneath the deck we have the World. And then the Lovers kind of popped out right there. So what you could be regretting is maybe an opportunity with these 2 knights right here, because knights are all about taking opportunities by the balls, taking life by the balls, and just exerting their will so that they can forcefully create the outcome that they want. You've been trying to force with these 2 knights right here. Forcing isn't working. It's about stop trying to recreate. Stop trying to do. Stop trying to create this life or reality that you think is going to make you happy, because you're trying to recreate your past in a sense. I just keep coming back to that same message. And this may, you know, differ for everyone. So, you know, just take it how it resonates. But yeah, with the 9 of Cups right here, this is like, because the 9 of Cups comes directly after the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups, he decides to abandon every cup that he owns. And what he ends up doing is he ends up coming into so many, and he ends up coming into an abundance of cups, more cups than he has ever had. So this is about stop trying to create it, because in the cups, the story of the cups, the suit of cups, it talks about him, this person trying to create what they had, and every time they try to create it, they lose it. Just like how I was talking about with your reading, with your other cards right here. It all starts off with the Ace of Cups, where you're just given this cup from the divine, from the Most High, from the universe. You're just given this cup. You're given this, you start off naturally inheriting love, an abundance of love. 2 of Cups leads to you trying to exchange that cup with someone else that also has a cup. 3 of Cups is all about finding a community of these cups. 4 of Cups is about, I don't feel like I can fit into this community. And so you're trying to reject the cup that someone is giving to you, or that the divine is giving to you through this community. And then that leads to the 5 of Cups, where you lose those 3 cups. And the 6 of Cups, where you're reminiscing on those cups. The 7 of Cups, where you're trying to pick, well, how can I recreate what I had, what I lost in the 5 of Cups? How can I recreate it in the 7 of Cups? And he doesn't know what he's picking, because every cup is concealed. There's something hidden in each of those cups. He doesn't know if he's going to get a crown or a snake, you know? And then it leads to the 8 of Cups, where he decides, I'm just going to abandon everything. And then to the 9, where he comes across everything he's ever wanted and then some, because he has stopped trying to create. He stopped trying to create, and he has started to allow himself to receive. So this is all about you receiving in a sense, but in a way where it's like, it's not necessarily receiving, because actually pile 1 got that message as well. So you may have actually been gravitating towards both these piles if you intuitively selected pile 2. But it's not necessarily about receiving and attracting in the way that pile 1's message was. This is more so about allowing God's plan, allowing the plan of the universe, the plan of your spiritual team, allowing their conspiracy that they have for you, this plan that they have for you, to unfold naturally instead of you getting involved every step of the way. And the Queen of Swords down here in reverse is all about you abandoning the logic that says, well, I'm not happy right now, so let me go out and try to find that happiness. Let me go out and try to create it. And the Queen of Swords in reverse says, stop trying to direct that. Queen of Swords is a director. She's saying, stop trying to direct that, because you're directing it in the wrong way. The Queen of Swords in reverse is also saying feel what you need to feel, whatever that may be. If it's frustration, if it's anger, if it's sadness, loneliness, whatever it may be, feel what you need to feel instead of just thinking like, oh, I can just replace this. There's something about the Queen of Swords that's a bit cold. She's just inherently cold, kind of. And so when we're dealing with the Queen of Swords, especially in reverse, she's saying come into a little bit more contact with your emotions, with your feelings. Feel what you need to feel. Allow these emotions to pulse through your being because they are cleansing every part of the past for you, and they are moving you somewhere that is just as beautiful as the last place that you were in, if not more. And this month is about trusting and appreciating the process. There's times where I tell myself, because I don't have my life together, guys, like fuck what it looks like, all right? So many parts of my life still have not come together or unfolded, and when they did unfold, they hurt me to my core badly. You know, the way that things turned out in the past, they were unexpected, and I didn't know what I did to make this happen or why I deserved it. And so many times I would tell myself, I'm gonna be fine, even if I have to cry through this every single step of the way. I've got me, I'm gonna be fine. And I used to say that to myself even when I didn't believe it, until one day I started to. And even now when I'm having those days or those moments, I cry through it. Maybe I journal a little bit, hold myself, nurture myself, give myself some chocolate or something, I don't know, whatever it takes to make me just feel better. And then I show myself all the love and compassion that I can, because you know what? You are a human pile too, and you've got feelings. This Queen of Swords in reverse is saying you're human, you have feelings. And so you've got feelings that can be shattered. You have a heart that can break, and so much of us is fragile. So when we are not handled gently, we feel it very clearly. So this is about allowing yourself to feel it. Give your body permission to feel what it needs to feel. Let's see. Let's get some self-care cards here. Okay, let's get some self-care cards for my pile twos, because I feel like this is also part of our spiritual assignment for the month, is to take care of ourselves. Like, how can we take care of ourselves? Okay, so we have make a meal and movement that popped up. I'm going to keep shuffling because 2 cards came out, but just in case this means something to you, you may be dancing right now, you may be making a meal right now. So in case this means something to you, I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to keep shuffling. Okay, so we have here, use your hands. So keep your hands busy. Keep your hands busy. If there's any sort of little hobbies that you like to do, little arts and crafts, DIY, something like that, keeping your hands busy is a really good way for you to sort of get through your spiritual assignment for the month. Let's see. And then we have here chanting. Ooh, okay. So if there's any sort of affirmations, mantras that you love that really resonate with you, chant those over the month. Chant wasn't I taught? Yo, that's wild. I was just telling you guys about how I would tell myself when I was having those days, like, I can get through this. I'm going to be okay. I've got me. And I would keep repeating that to myself until it stuck, until I believed it. That's crazy that this card chanting came out then. Yeah, whatever sort of affirmations, mantras that you guys may have that you really resonate with, use those. And then we have here flow like water underneath the deck. This is about your emotions coming through. Water represents the element of water represents our emotions. So this is all about your emotions coming through, allowing them to come through. Let's get some final messages from your angels. We have here, spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then we have here spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So you guys have a lot of help right now, angelically, when it comes to your spiritual assignment for this month. And then we have healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet and get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. So you guys just taking care of your physical body as well will also help you get through the spiritual assignment for the month, where you just feel like you have more energy and like you are a bit more capable. It'll almost trick the being into feeling like, oh, I'm good, I got this. When you're taking care of your physical body, it's crazy how many other parts of the being sort of kind of fall into place and fall in line when we physically feel good, when we feel like we're eating good food, we're getting good rest, like our body's being taken care of. It's incredible how that'll make us feel like I can take on anything. I can take on anything today. So this is your advice for the month when it comes to your spiritual homework assignment. But this is all that I'm seeing, pile 2. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, these beautiful angels for coming through and delivering these messages today. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with these oracle cards right here, just to sort of see what theme your spiritual assignment will be revolving around for this month and this Taurus Gemini season. So we'll be pulling from these first, and then we'll check out your tarot cards and then pull a few additional oracle cards on camera. So let's get started. Okay, very first card that we have here is Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So you're going to need to be confident about something. You're going to really need to believe in yourself this month when it comes to making something happen. And then we have here, oh, look, failure. That's funny how this came up. So yeah, you guys are really worried about failure then. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah, okay. So just like this courage card was talking about, you're going to really need to have confidence this month and not be driven by failure or necessarily afraid of failure in order to make something happen. Underneath the deck here, we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So, this is something that you guys are going to have to do alone, clearly, for this card to come up. This is something that you guys are going to have to do alone. You guys may do well in groups. You may do well with partners. You may not like to do things by yourself. But this is all about you doing this alone and proving to yourself that, like, you don't need anyone else. You can do this by yourself. No problem, no issue. It's just all about proving to yourself, showing yourself that you have the courage. So a lot of your spiritual assignment for the month is going to be revolving around you showing yourself and you proving yourself, and spirit and the universe proving to you that, like, you're capable of making things happen on your own, and you don't have to be worried about failure. You're not destined to fail in everything that you try your hand at, or in everything that you might not be so sure of yourself in. But you being confident is what's really going to put you over the edge in terms of coming out successful at the end of this. So let's take a look here at your tarot cards, because I mean, that was pretty clear cut dry right there. So let's check out your tarot cards. The very first one that we have here is the Two of Cups. Leua, I guess, I don't know how to say that name, but this is called the Swiftly Hearkening God. This is the angel fruition, provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Then we have here Mihail, I don't know, but this is the Empress card, and this is Godfather the Generous. Fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couples, but this was in reverse. And then we have here the Five of Swords, Ihai, I don't know, God the highest being, and this angel is about the desire to know, the acquisition of wisdom. Interesting. Pile 3, I want to say definitely for sure watch your exchanges with people this month. This Two of Cups right here is talking about the energy that you're exchanging and then ingesting and then passing along to someone else, because somewhere this exchange is making you feel more disconnected and disengaged with someone, possibly with this Empress in reverse right here. Empress is the card of fertility. And what does it take to reproduce, to create, to be fertile? It takes chemistry and attraction to bring two parties together so they can create, like in the Two of Cups. And the Empress in reverse says, yes, we are creating, but not to our benefit. What it seems to be creating between this exchange is Five of Swords energy. This may be why some of you guys are feeling lonely, because it may feel like something is a little bit off with someone in your life that maybe you are maybe you sort of lean on for support, or maybe you sort of lean on to not feel so lonely, to not feel so scared, to feel more confident. Maybe this person helps you feel a bit more confident, and it's almost like you're disconnected from them this month. Like you can't depend on them in the same way. And with this Empress card in reverse, but as well as too, like I said, the Empress in reverse is saying, yes, we're creating, but not to our benefit. So what it seems to be creating between this exchange is this Five of Swords energy right here. Competition, ego, swollen pride, argumentative atmospheres. But for some reason, it feels like you have to interact with this person. Like maybe you can't physically avoid them with this Two of Cups right here. Like you do have to exchange with them. So pile 3, your monthly spiritual assignment is about not giving into your natural reactions and into not ingesting this person's cup or energy. There's a different type of chemistry bringing you two together. It's almost like one or the both of you may enjoy this Five of Swords energy. Okay, so let's just see. Let's see if we can get any additional clarifiers. We have here Nine of Pentacles in reverse. There may be somebody around you that makes you feel like you can't do something by yourself, or like you can't do something without them. It's not true. And that's why they may be trying to make you feel that way, because they don't want you to do anything without them and actually be successful at it. But this is starting to feel like you don't have proper support. One or the two of you might enjoy this Five of Swords energy. There's something about winning that feels good when it happens, especially against this person, whoever this Five of Swords energy is. Your assignment this month is definitely not about using this as a way for you to get that gratification that the Five of Swords gives you, that the Nine of Pentacles would give you. That gratification that you get when you're right, or you prove someone wrong, or you one up someone else. This is about lessening the value. This is it. Look at that. We got Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm gonna keep shuffling because it's two cards. But this is about lessening the value or the need to be right, or to be the one that wins, or to be the one that knows. Then we have here the King of Wands. Someone just likes reigning supreme here. I don't know. And naturally, you're going to push back against this type of person because it's like, that's just annoying, you know? Yeah, we got the Three of Cups. Just like we got the Two of Cups down here, and now we've got the Three of Cups as one of your clarifiers. Yeah, this is like, this Five of Swords atmosphere is being created between the both of you. The Three of Cups talks about we're creating an atmosphere together because we're combining all of our cups together. Oh, underneath the deck, we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is interesting. Yeah, this is all about the atmosphere that you're creating with this person. What atmosphere are you creating with this person? Because it looks to be the Five of Swords energy or atmosphere here. You're on track to curbing this need to feel right, or to feel like, oh, I proved them wrong finally. You know, like this person just seems a little bit like a nuisance. Like maybe they tried to convince you in a very passive way that like, oh, you can't do that without me. And it's more than likely just because this person is scared of you doing something without them and kind of just like, oh, I don't need you, you know? So that's usually what happens when somebody does that, when they try to sort of force us into this mindset that, oh, we can't do something without this other person. You're on track to curbing this so you can find a healthier alternative or substitute when it comes to fulfilling this part of your life or your energy. This also appears to be a test. And I only say this because of this Five of Swords right here, as well as this Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups. This seems to be a test. All the fives in the minor arcana represent a point of contention because 5 is the halfway point between the Ace and the 10. So at the 5, we can either revert back to where we came from, or we can take the lesson, respond differently, pass it, and keep going on to the 6, 7, 8, 9, and all the way to the Queen and the King of whichever suit you're working with. So I wouldn't say that you have an assignment this month, pile 3, but more of a test. And if you pass this, you'll find a different type of level of composure and tranquility that you won't be so willing to give up in order to be right, or just in order to prove someone wrong, or whatever this 5 of Swords energy is and whatever it gives to you, you know. So sort of insert your situation in that blank there. This is general, so it's really hard to pinpoint. But that's just what it seems like from what I'm reading here, you know? And so, you know, you won't need to, if you pass this test, you won't feel like you need to prove this person wrong or right anymore because of the euphoria that you already feel while assuming this Empress energy. Because the Empress is saying, become me, and you won't involve yourself in this. Like, it's like the Empress would never, ever give the Five of Swords character the time of day or any attention. She's way too busy being fabulous, and that's exactly where she's trying to get you. But this is a test, essentially. And I know some people don't like tests, but I mean, we're here to learn. We're not here to just come here and sit on our asses and literally not evolve. Like, what is the point? What would be the point? Be a big ass waste of time. That's all that would be. All right, let's get a self-care card, because I also feel like this is an assignment for everyone this month to take care of ourselves. Very first card that we have is movement. When I see movement here, I feel like maybe like taking walk, like easy movement. Like, you don't have to be killing it in the gym for 8 hours a day, but it just feels like something like easy movement. Maybe taking a walk, doing some yoga, dancing a little bit, you know, whatever that may be. Just kind of getting up, moving around, moving your body around, moving your energy around, so it's not too stuck in place. And so that way you don't feel like you have to like get this energy out of your body by giving into this Five of Swords situation, because sometimes we respond to certain people that are triggering us, even though we know we shouldn't be responding to them. But sometimes we do that because it's like we're like a volcano. We need to vent. We need to get it out. And so when you're moving and doing things like that, finding other ways to get this energy out of your system, it makes you a lot more grounded and better able to deal with people that are literally just trying to piss you. They literally serve no other purpose. It's like, how pathetic can you be besides just being here just to try and piss me off? Like, really? These two cards here is journal and rest, but I'm going to keep shuffling because it's two cards. But that could also help you guys. And then we have here, meditate. Yeah. So this is just about trying to sort of ground yourself in a sense. So when this person comes with this sort of Five of Swords energy, it doesn't trigger you. And then we even have here beauty rituals. So doing something to kind of make yourself feel good, that can also help you throughout this month of just sort of feeling like, you're giving to yourself, because we also have the Empress card right here. So this can definitely be talking about like doing something for yourself, making yourself feel pampered, making yourself feel attractive, making yourself feel good. And sometimes that can be something as simple as just like wearing lingerie under your work clothes, or, you know, like shaving, or whatever it is that guys do to make themselves feel, I don't know, you know, whatever. And I know guys have beauty rituals. Like, you don't have to lie to me. I know that you guys have beauty rituals because I've seen it before with my own two eyes. But, you know, whatever it is that makes you guys feel good about yourself. And it's like, you don't have to broadcast it. Like, you know, like you can tell when someone feels good about themselves by like how they dress, you know, like I remember I saw somebody in the grocery store one time, like in the Walmart with like high heels on. And I was just like, damn, I was getting so much life off of her energy, because I was just like, I wish, and my ass was like in sweatpants or something. But it was just like, I love seeing things like that, because it kind of inspires me to like go back home and put myself together instead of just, you know, let me just go out here real quick to go pick this up and pick that up, but instead put a little bit more intention. Because when we take some time to pamper ourselves, to beautify ourselves, when we take a little bit of time to be vain, that you're working with intention. You're literally getting dressed in a certain outfit to look good. You're literally putting on makeup to look good. You're literally doing your hair to look good and to feel good about yourself. You're doing that with intention, which is why like we can spend time getting ready, and afterwards we just feel like a million damn bucks, because we put so much intention and energy into feeling good about ourselves and into presenting ourselves to the world in a way where we're feeling proud of ourselves. And so, you know, that can definitely help you guys, pile two, this month when it comes to your spiritual assignment. It's just kind of doing something that'll make you feel good about yourself. So it looks like a little bit of vanity here, a little bit of spirituality with this meditation, and some physical movement. Get a message from your angels. So we have here life review. Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yeah, you guys this is all about balancing things. And then relationship harmony. Archangel Rigel, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. What was I talking about your entire reading? This Five of Swords energy, somebody trying to get under your skin. And then we have, look, victory. You're going to win. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. That's what's unbalanced for you with this life reviews, this Five of Swords right here. And it's like, stop giving to that. Stop investing in that, because you're divesting from yourself when you invest into this Five of Swords. You're divesting from yourself, which is why this Empress card is in reverse. I don't know if divesting is a word, but damn it, I'm going to use it for this reading because it makes so much sense. But yeah, the more that you give to yourself, the more this Empress card is going to flip upright. And the more this Five of Swords is going to flip in reverse. And that's what you want here. You want more relationship harmony. Relationship harmony. We got the Two of Cups, the card of relationship harmony. Beautiful. I love when the cards just confirm everything like that. But this is all that I'm seeing, pile 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed. I love you guys so much, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.